You want to record also? Let's start recording. Hey everyone, am I audible to you? Hello, am I audible? Yes, sir. You're audible. Am I visible and audible, people? Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. You want those comments now? Yeah, I want those comments. Fine. Yes, go. Thank you so much, people, for your patience. There were some issues, and that's how the entire thing got delayed. But nonetheless, because this was the very first class that we were doing online, and that's how these problems persisted. Okay, then, so we have got Sushila, and then Suresh, and then Achal, Muskan, Pranesh, Abhishek, Divya, Darshan. All right, then we have got these people out here. Okay, if there would be any issues, let me know, right? Because I do not know if you might the connection might get disconnected or voice might get broken. So this is where we have got to be very careful. This is the very first class of 2023 CSAT class, and I'm trying to finish this off in 40 hours. In 40 hours, because this is a crash course, right? So we would try to focus upon those topics that really are very important for us, and somehow we would try to discard those topics that are not so important. So on the basis of 2020, 2021 and 2022 papers, we would try to see what topics are very suitable, are very important for us to prepare, and what topics we can discard. So the entire, that's how I have tried to design this course. So this is going to be a 40 hours course. So this is going to be a 40 hours course, and we would be running these classes only on weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. But then I had got many queries. Sir, what if we would not be able to understand things that if we try to concise everything in 40 hours? So I tell you this, I have already made some 200 recorded videos. So if you do not understand a concept, then there are very detailed analytical videos. So you can go watch them at your own pace, learn from them, and then come back to the class. Then we are always there at the Telegram group. So you can solve your questions from there, right? Now, so that's the objective. Another objective is, I am not going to make you champion of mathematics or quant. I'm just going to see that you get 66 marks out of 200 marks. How do we get to 66 marks, which is the qualifying marks? Now it is always very debatable कि क्या 66 लाने के लिए पढ़ाई करना जरूरी है. Now let us go back to 2019, और उसके भी पहले कब, 2014. It was before 2014 your paper was designed in this way that you would be getting 200 marks ka paper, and there will be a total of 80 questions, right? And somehow UPSC designed this course with an intention that the next bureaucrats would be good with numbers. Ab what are the subjects are there? Quantitative analysis, quant, and then logical reasoning, and then RC. So these are the three subjects that they had introduced, which was very good. And these marks were directly included in the prelims paper. आपने अगर प्रिपरेशन करी है तो आपको पता है कि अगर आपने प्रीलिम्स में CSAT में अच्छा कर लिया तो गारंटी होती है कि आप मेंस में पहुंच जाओगे. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, 2-3 साल तक ये पैटर्न देखा कि मोर इंजीनियर्स, more people who are having mathematics background, science background, they are those who are good with English and quant, they are getting into mains examination. अब ये बड़ा हल्ला हुआ इंडिया में और ये बोला गया कि भाई ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, and we should be having an equal playing ground, a level playing ground, जहां पे ह्यूमैनिटी के भी बच्चे अच्छा कर सकें. और उस अप्रूवर के बाद में इसको क्या बना दिया, क्वालिफाइंग बना दिया. डू यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई so 2014 to 2017, 18, 19 it was qualifying in nature. अब यहाँ पे एक लेवल फील्ड दिया गया जहां पे ये बोला गया कि भाई चलो बड़ी अच्छी बात है कि आप क्वांट रीजनिंग आपको बहुत अच्छी आती है, आपको नहीं आती है. All that you have to do, you have to get 66 marks out of 200 marks. If you get 66 or more, then you're done with this paper. Your selection in mains paper would depend upon how well you have done in paper 1, isn't it? अब अगर आपने 66 ला दिया, आपने 166 ला दिया, आपने 190 ला दिया, उनके हिसाब से जब ये क्वालिफाइंग है तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, आपको 66 प्लस लाना ही पड़ेगा. But what was the penalty if you do not get 66 marks? The penalty was you would not be able to write the mains examination even if you have cracked the prelims examination, isn't it? अब अगर prelims examination में आपने पेपर 1 में बहुत अच्छा कर दिया और फिर भी आप मेंस एग्जामिनेशन नहीं लिख पा रहे हो, तो it is going to be a very painful situation. Up 2014 to 2019, it was seen that paper was way too easy. और इसको पढ़ने की जरूरत होती नहीं थी. अगर कोई सिंपल भी अगर वो 15-20 दिन पढ़ाई करके जाएगा तो वो बड़ी आसानी से CSAT को क्रैक कर लेता था. बट what did I say? Now there is a catch in the story. What is the catch in the story? In 2019 itself, UPSC recommended to DOPT, UPSC said to DOPT, भैया एक काम करो, आप ना ये पेपर कैंसिल करा दो हमारा. We do not want CSAT examination. In 2009 it has happened. अब UPSC की सारी recommendations DOPT मान ले, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पर्सनल एंड ट्रेनिंग, जरूरी तो नहीं है. So 2019 इसका क्या मतलब है? UPSC somehow got convinced that this paper is not trying to solve our purpose. So this paper must be done away with. अब अगर CSAT, बहुत सारे लोगों का ये कहना है कि अगर CSAT पेपर स्क्रैप कर दिया आपने, मैंने क्यों, UPSC ने, तो क्या क्वांट एंड रीजनिंग के क्वेश्चंस नहीं होंगे? So you have to take your cue from prelims examinations that were happening before 2010. So those were the days when only one paper of prelims would be there and number of questions would be 150. Out of 150 questions, you would get some 30-40 questions from quant and reasoning. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you look at any paper of UPSC, not only civil services examination. You look at CDS, you look at NDA, you look at engineering services, you look at any examination, it is guaranteed that they would be having questions from quant, reasoning and English. And English बोले तो यहाँ पे तो हमारे हिसाब से RC होता है. Now, अब ये अगर CSAT आज, I am assuming that CSAT gets scrapped, then what is going to happen? You would be having more questions in paper 1 of UPSC, right? Ab, in addition to your other subjects, you would also be having questions from quant and LR. That is guaranteed. Would you be having questions from RC? That is a debatable matter. Now we have to see whether it is going to be there or it is not going to be there. But questions from Q and LR would be there, provided the paper gets scrapped as per the recommendation of UPSC to DOPT. अब अगर recommendation fulfill नहीं हुई तो क्या किया उन्होंने? अब ये क्वालिफाइंग तो रहा नहीं पेपर, समझो ना. आप अगर आप में से किसी ने भी 2019 के बाद में ये पेपर दिया होगा तो you would be having an understanding that this no longer is a qualifying paper. This has turned out to be a rejection paper. this has turned out to be a rejection paper. I know lot many students who have done pretty well in paper 1, but paper 2 में 66 नहीं आया, तो वो बेचारा बच्चा इतने साल की पढ़ाई करने के बाद में भी मेंस एग्जामिनेशन नहीं लिख पा रहा, and that's very painful to see them. अब किया क्या यूपीएससी ने 2019 के बाद 2020 ऑनवर्ड्स, इफ यू लुक एट पेपर ऑफ 2020, 2021, 2022, they have started giving you more questions. Those were the days when out of 80 questions, because there is no bifurcation as such, it is, if you look at your paper, it is a very jumbled paper. You might get 2 questions from QA and then 1 question from LR and then 1 passage of RC, and in that jumbling form. So you do not know how many questions you would be getting from QA, how many you would be getting from LR, and how many you are gonna get from RC. अब अगर ऐसा है कि आपको पता ही नहीं कि आपको QA में से कितना क्वेश्चन चाहिए, LR में से कितने क्वेश्चन चाहिए और RC में से कितने क्वेश्चन चाहिए, अब इन्होंने किया क्या उसके साथ, QA के क्वांटिटेटिव एनालिसिस के क्वेश्चंस बढ़ाते गए. अब क्वांटिटेटिव एनालिसिस नहीं, क्वांटिटेटिव एप्टीट्यूड के क्वेश्चन से बढ़ाते गए, एंड दे स्टार्टेड डिक्रीजिंग द नंबर ऑफ LR, एंड दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज अखिलेस हिल. RC, अब जिनका बड़ा अच्छा बैकग्राउंड है इंग्लिश में ना, उनको भी प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. अब वो हो क्यों रहा है समझो. इफ यू लुक एट एनी अदर एग्जामिनेशन RC passages, it is always taught, and that's what I do. I say that your paragraph is your universe. ना तो आप इधर देखेंगे ना तो आप इधर देखेंगे, आप जो पैराग्राफ में लिखा है उसी के बेसिस में आप अपनी बातें करेंगे. बट देन UPSC has got RC passages from a very diversified topic, maybe ecology and environment, and that is something which is main point. ना हम बहुत सारे लोगों को इकोलॉजी एंड एनवायरमेंट के पैसेजेस समझ में नहीं आते. साइकोलॉजी, पॉलिटिकल साइंस, इकोनॉमिक्स, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. अब इन छोटे छोटे पैसेजेस में हैविंग प्रायर नॉलेज इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. अगर आपको प्रायर नॉलेज नहीं है तो आप आरसी के इन पैसेजेस को बड़ी आसानी से सॉल्व नहीं कर पाओगे. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. जैसे अभी वो फर्टिगेशन का प्रॉब्लम था, अब वो पता नहीं क्या क्या टर्म उसमें दिया हुआ था, अगर मेरे को सॉल्व करना हो मैं तो ये चीजें जानता ही नहीं, मैं सॉल्व ही नहीं कर पाऊंगा उनको. So understanding those terminologies are really very important to solve RC questions. तो इन्होंने क्या किया, क्वेश्चंस अगर आप इन तीनों सॉल्वों को देखोगे ना तो 27-28 questions still are there from RC. How many questions you are getting from QA? Very close to 40 questions you are getting from QA section. Maybe 35, maybe 38, maybe 40. But number of questions from QA section has drastically increased. और यही तो पेन पॉइंट होता है सारे स्टूडेंट्स को. उनको क्या लगता है कि LR कर दिया, RC कर दिया, मेरा काम बन गया. But how many questions nowadays you are getting from LR? Maybe 10, 12, not more than that. So if you're getting only 10, 12 questions from LR section and 50% of the questions, you have got 80 questions. Out of 80 questions, if you're getting 40 questions from QA section itself, now this is going to be a problematic situation because RC तो हमारे को समझ में आ ही नहीं रही है. तो हमारा जो सिलेक्शन डिपेंड करता था कि हम इन दोनों पे डिपेंड करेंगे. एक तो स्ट्रेटेजी 1 कि हम इन दोनों पे डिपेंड करेंगे, आरसी छोड़ के आ जाएंगे. अब इसने आपको धोखा दिया. क्यों दिया आपको धोखा? क्योंकि एलआर आपको समझ में नहीं आता. सॉरी, क्यूए के क्वेश्चंस आपको समझ नहीं आ रहे इतने, एलआर से इतने क्वेश्चंस प्रॉब्लम दे नहीं रहा, आरसी आपसे बन नहीं रही, और ये करते करते इन्होंने डिफिकल्टी लेवल को बढ़ाना शुरू किया. 2020 and then 21 and then 22. Now there is an uproar across the community which is preparing for UPSC कि अब क्या पेपर डिफिकल्ट होने वाला है. And I say that yes, paper now has not, it is not qualifying in nature. Please understand this. It has turned out to be a rejection paper. अब अगर पेपर रिजेक्शन का है तो क्वेश्चंस तो डिफिकल्ट होंगे ही होंगे. So my analysis is you should be focusing more on QA, more on RC and less on LR. But RC इतनी आसानी से तो 1-2-3 महीने में बनने वाली चीज है नहीं है. So QA पे ज्यादा फोकस करेंगे हम इस क्लास में. LR, we will do certain topics. There are topics that will certainly get you questions from LR. अब एक और बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट स्ट्रेटेजी, आपको यह भी तो समझ में आना चाहिए ना कि किस टॉपिक से कितने क्वेश्चन पूछे जा रहे हैं आजकल. आप रैंडमली पूरे के पूरे एग्जामिनेशन की प्रिपरेशन करने बैठ गए लाइक एनी अदर एप्टीट्यूड पेपर, दिस इज नॉट गोना सॉल्व योर पर्पस. सो यू हैव टू हैव एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि क्वेश्चंस पूछे कहां से जा रहे हैं. सो एज आई से, if you look at your QA paper, then you're getting questions from number system. You are getting questions from number system. How many questions you will be getting from number system? Maybe 7 to 10. My analysis is based on last 3 years paper. So you are going to be getting 7 to 10 papers, right? Now, how many questions you will be getting from arithmetic? You can very easily expect anything 15 to 20 questions from arithmetic. What is arithmetic? Percentage, ratios, profit and loss, time, speed, distance, time and work, 1 or 2 problems from simple interest, compound interest, averages. So you might expect questions from there. And your third topic is going to be area and volume problems. There are less questions from area and volume problems. I am not writing geometry. You will be getting 1 question or 2 questions from area and volume problems. And the fourth, permutation and combination. How many questions you can expect from permutation and combination? You can very easily expect 3 to 4 questions from permutation and combination. 3 to 4 questions. Now, 1 or 2 questions here and there. Would you be getting questions from geometry? No. Will you be getting questions from area and volume? Even volume, no. You will be getting questions from area problems only. अरिथमेटिक से ढेर सारे, नंबर सिस्टम से ढेर सारे. तो मैं कहता हूं कि मेरे को क्या प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए? मेरे को इन दोनों सेक्शंस को प्रिपेयर करना चाहिए. और अगर इन दोनों सेक्शन को प्रिपेयर कर लिया ढंग से, तो क्यूए सेक्शन इज डन. एंड व्हाट आर द क्वेश्चंस दैट दे आर नॉट आस्किंग यू? That is also very important to understand. So these are the sections that you would be getting no questions from. 1, people have this doubt, will I get questions from trigonometry? No, you will not be getting any questions from trigonometry, no questions from height and distance whatsoever. Would I be getting questions from algebra? No, you are not gonna. algebra से question होगा क्या? देखो algebra के topics क्या हुए? algebra के topics हुए functions and graphs, quadratic equations, isn't it? And then progressions, arithmetic progression, geometric progressions, inequalities. Will I be getting questions from all these topics? Absolutely not. I'm not going to get any questions from algebra. Will I be getting questions from coordinate geometry? That's something which is very interesting. कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री से एक आध क्वेश्चन आता था 2018, 19, 20 तक. उसके बाद से इसमें क्वेश्चन देखा ही नहीं गया. So इनसे क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछा जा रहा है. Another one, data interpretation. Those were the days you would get many questions from data interpretation. But nowadays less number of questions. एक क्वेश्चन आ गया तो बहुत बड़ी बात है data interpretation से. And understand that if you have prepared very well for arithmetic section, आप बड़ी आसानी से data interpretation कर सकते हो. But if you look at other examinations, they get more questions from data interpretation section. यहाँ पे आपको हार्डली एक क्वेश्चन मिलने वाला है. लास्ट ईयर तो वो भी नहीं पूछा हुआ था, लास्ट टू लास्ट ईयर वो भी नहीं पूछा हुआ. तो आई एम अज्यूमिंग दैट दे माइट गिव यू 1 क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम दैट सेक्शन. सो दैट्स आवर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ द क्यूए सेक्शन कि क्या हमारे से क्या पूछना है, क्या हमारे से वो नहीं पूछना है. नाउ लेट मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन, आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट इज दैट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टॉक अबाउट? What are the sections that we need to focus upon in QA section? Let me know in the comment section. What are the sections? Number system, and then arithmetic, and then permutation and combination, PNC. These are the 3 topics that we need to be focusing upon. Did you understand this? What are the topics that we should not be focusing upon? Algebra, trigonometry. You would not be getting any questions from there. You would not be getting questions from geometry. देखो इतनी डीप डाइव एनालिसिस है, कि आपके एग्जामिनेशन में क्वेश्चंस आ कहां से रहे. Is that okay? Now, do we have the clarity? अब मैंने क्या बोला कि चलो यार फोकस तो इतने पे हो गया हमारे को एक बार एलआर भी समझ में आ जाना चाहिए कि एलआर से क्वेश्चंस पूछे कहां से जा रहे हैं. व्हाट आर द टॉपिक्स दैट आर रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन द एलआर सेक्शन? हाउ मेनी क्वेश्चंस दैट यू शुड बी एक्सपेक्टिंग? 10 to 12. इससे ज्यादा आ गया तो भगवान की हिसाब से पेपर जा रहा है. तो एक जो होता है ना, एक topic number 1, which certainly is going to give you one question. It is direction problems. I have not seen a paper that does not have a question from direction based problems. One question is guaranteed. Another is blood relation. So you can expect one question from blood relation problems. 2 question आपके हो गए. Third, very important, coding and decoding. Last year 2020 में आपके यहाँ पे भर के था यहाँ पे 2 question. So one question you should expect one question. How many questions you should expect from coding and decoding? One question or hardly 2 questions. Your 4th topic, that is really very important, which is series completion. They will give you series of numbers and they might ask you what is going to be the next number, or out of 5-6 numbers given in the series, which is odd one out. How many questions? You should expect 2 questions from here. So कितने question हो गए? 5 तो यहीं पे हो गए. Now, will you be having questions from direction, blood, coding, series completion? Will you be having questions from syllogism? That's very important topic, very important. ऐसा होता ही नहीं है कि आप 2 question आपको यहाँ से ना मिले. Guaranteed, always you're gonna get 2 questions, at least 2 questions. In fact, you might get 3 questions also, है ना? And then your topic number 6. Will you be getting questions from cubes and dices? Maybe, may not be. Maybe, may not be. You might get one question, you might not get one question from coding and decoding. Will you be getting questions from clocks and calendars? One question, clocks and calendar. You might get one question either from clock or from calendar. One question is guaranteed. बट क्या दोनों टॉपिक यूज हो जाएंगे? हो गया तो बड़ी अच्छी बात है. नहीं हुआ तो एक क्वेश्चन तो यहां से बनेगा ही बनेगा. ठीक है जी. देन विल यू गेट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम सेट थियरी? Maybe, may not be. So what are the set theory problems? In a classroom there are 60 students. Some of them are studying physics, some of them are studying chemistry, some of them are studying mathematics. Some students are studying both of the subjects, some students are studying all the 3 subjects, so forth and so on. एक क्वेश्चन बन सकता है, एक क्वेश्चन यहां से नहीं बन सकता. Now, will you be having questions from puzzle test? It is, you might get one question from puzzle test. What are the puzzle test problems? There are 5 friends, they have got 5 surnames, they are into 5 different professions, so forth and so on. The entire information is jumbled and then आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा. तो 1 and 2 questions either from puzzle test or from seating arrangement, or maybe combination of both. You might get questions from here. Seating arrangement. Do you understand this? हाँ जी संदर्भ. मैं कह रहा हूँ कि इतना इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है नहीं है ये हमारी एग्जामिनेशन के पर्सपेक्टिव से. If you look at other examination, then if you look at you must be knowing RBI grade B. Oh, RBI grade B has got all the questions from only 3 topics: puzzle test problems, seating arrangement problems, and set theory problems. That's it. The entire syllabus is done. But if you look at our examination, UPSC CSAT, then this is priority list में थोड़ी सी नीचे आती है ये. ठीक है जी. 9th ये हो गया आपका. 10th, will you get questions from arithmetical reasoning? Yes. Lot many questions you might expect from arithmetical reasoning, and nowadays they are giving you 3 to 4 questions from arithmetical reasoning. So this is what is our syllabus as of now. 1 or 2 questions here and there वो हो भी सकता है और नहीं भी हो सकता है, but we are going to be focusing upon these 10 topics in our this crash course. Do we have the clarity? Now, arithmetical are giving this section gives you 2 to 3 questions. So I hope you are understanding what are the questions that you might be expecting in CSAT 2023 from LR section. Let me know in the comment section if you understand what is going to be syllabus, how many questions that you will be getting from LR, and from what topics you will be getting questions from LR section. and then we'll move ahead with our topics. Did you understand, people? Did you understand? हाँ, मुस्कान का क्वेश्चन बड़ा अच्छा है कि what is the meaning of arithmetical reasoning questions? Arithmetical reasoning questions, something like 1 to 1000, how many times 7 is written? That's a very simple question. No? Let me give you 1 or 2 questions from arithmetical reasoning here itself, and they are very commonsensical. You don't need previous knowledge to solve these problems. What if my question is, how many times 7 is written from 1 to 100? It's a very basic question. How many times do we write 7 from 1 to 100? Let me know in the comment section, people. What is your answer? Your options are 19, 20, 21. How many questions you would be expecting from, sorry, my bad. How many times are we writing 7 from 1 to 100? Am I? So Sandarbh says 21. Who else? Only Sandarbh is giving the answer. Kiran says 19. What else? Ajay Meena says it is 20. Very good, Ajay. Very good. Sohani says 19. Sonu Priya says 20. You know, the right answer is 20. How many times are we writing 7? It's 20. Let us see how. The first time you get 7 is at 7, and then 17, and then 27, and then 37, and then 47, and then 57, and then 67, 77, and then 87, and then 97. So I have written all those numbers where you get 7 at the unit place. Now, what are the numbers where you will be getting 7 at the tens place? 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79. Did you understand this? Now, it is very important for us to count this very carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So how many times are we having 7 at unit place? 7. Do we understand? How many times are we having 7 at tens place? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 sevens at the tens place, right? अब आप ना कंफ्यूज मत करो अपने आप को 77 में. 77 के जो यूनिट वाला है ना, वो मैंने यहाँ पे काउंट किया है. Whereas I just left the 7 at the tens place. Whereas over here I have counted 7 at the tens place. So how many times are we writing 7? We are writing 20 times. That's a very simple problem, but they will not be asking you this problem. Rather, they might ask you how many times, and this is the question that UPSC has asked. How many times 7 is written from 1 to 1000? Or they might also ask you how many times 7 is written from 500 to 800. These are the questions that can be designed. So do you need to have a previous knowledge something? नहीं, common sense चाहिए. Yes. अगर आप इन questions को पहले से ही predict करके बैठ जाओ based on what UPSC CSAT has been asking, there are 5-6 varieties from arithmetic section that they are giving you. If we understand those sections, तो 3-4 क्वेश्चन तो हमारे ऐसे ही बन गए. How many questions? What if 19 will have to be the right answer? My question should be, listen to this question. If 19 will have to be the answer, then the problem should be, in how many numbers 7 has been written? कितने numbers में 7 लिखा गया है? Then the answer would have been 19. But अगर question ये पूछ ले कि कितने बार 7 लिखा गया है from 1 to 100, then the answer is going to be 20. And this was the CSAT problem. It was asked to you that how many times 7 is written from 1 to 1000. Go in the comment section if you know how many times, or you can figure it out how many times 7 is written from 1 to 1000. And we will be doing these questions very categorically, step by step हम इनको करेंगे. How many times 7 is written from 1 to 1000? Maybe your options are 200, 201, 300 and 401. Sorry, 301. How many times? Muskan has been a very sincere student. तो मुस्कान का तो आंसर ये पता है, रटा हुआ है. अगर मेरी क्लासेस में मुस्कान बैठे होंगे तो ये रटा हुआ है मुस्कान. सुहानी का भी रटा हुआ है. अरे वेरी गुड, ऑल ऑफ यू आर सेइंग द सेम आंसर. अजय, सोनू, प्रिया, सुहानी, अजय, मीना, एवरीबडी इज गेटिंग द सेम आंसर. फैंटास्टिक यार, फैंटास्टिक. कितने लोगों का अभी आंसर नहीं बना ये वाला? सो दिस इज व्हाट वी विल बी डूइंग इन अरिथमेटिक सेक्शन. सो okay then. Sandarbh Pachauri, you're also getting. Kiran is also getting. Divya Rawat is also getting. Fantastic. So all of you are getting 300. So how many sub cases can be designed? That we will do in arithmetic section class, right? This is just an introduction of the syllabus. So I just wanted you to understand what is UPSC CSAT, how it has turned from a very major paper for your selection for the mains examination to being a qualifying paper to now being a rejection paper. That's proposition number 1. What is proposition number 2? You need to understand that nowadays you're getting more questions from QA, maybe 50% of the entire syllabus, less number of LR and equal जो question number of RC थे वो तो अभी भी उतने ही है, but drastically the passages have become really very insipid. You do not understand what the author is talking about. You will have to have a previous knowledge about the topic, and that makes the entire thing very, very difficult. So this is what is the syllabus of our LR section. So we talked about QA आपको क्या focus करना है, we talked about LR आपको क्या focus करना है. In the meantime, we'll be doing one session on RC, 1 or 2 session on RC we'll be doing. अच्छा, RC के लिए क्या नहीं चाहिए? अगर आपके दिमाग में कहीं पे ये बैठा हुआ है कि आप हिंदी मीडियम बैकग्राउंड से आते हो और बाद में आपने इंग्लिश मीडियम चूज किया, तो आप जो हिंदी वाले पैसेजेस हैं उनको देख के आप मतलब समझ जाओगे. गलती मत करना है, क्योंकि हिंदी में पैसेजेस तो बिल्कुल भी समझ में नहीं आता. एंड दिस इज द बोन ऑफ कंटेंशन दैट यूपीएससी इज फेसिंग नाउअडेज, बिकॉज translation of one paragraph from English to Hindi would certainly not be justifying the essence of the paragraph. आप किसी ऑथर को इंग्लिश में लिखना है तो वो इंग्लिश में लिखेगा, उसका ट्रांसलेशन जब होगा ना तो वो एसेंस कहीं गायब हो सकता है. तो the UPSC itself will have to be very careful, which this institution has not been. जो ये allegations UPSC पे लगाए जा रहे हैं कि इनके हिंदी के पैसेजेस गलत हैं या वो कुछ गड़बड़ है, वो बिल्कुल सही है. क्योंकि हिंदी के पैसेज पढ़ के तो मेरे को नहीं लगता कि मेरे को खुद को समझ में आएगा क्या कहना चाहता है. तो एक आरसी के ऊपर कुछ करेंगे. जो आपको नहीं जानने की जरूरत है वो है वोकैबुलरी. कई सारे स्टूडेंट्स मेरे को आके पूछते हैं कि मेरी वोकैब अच्छी नहीं है. मैं कहता हूँ आपको वोकैब अच्छी रखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. यहाँ पे छोटे छोटे पैसेजेस हैं. हमारी रीडिंग स्पीड अच्छी नहीं है. दैट इज व्हाट दीज आर द वेरी कॉमन रीडिंग स्पीड. or you don't even have to focus upon reading speed. Why would you have to focus upon reading speed when your paragraphs are very small? Out of 28 questions, majority of the questions will be having one paragraph followed by one question. And what are the questions that you will be getting? Which of the following is the essence of the paragraph? Which of the following is, if it is true, would strengthen the argument presented by the author? Which of the following, if true, would weaken the argument presented by the author? Which of the following is an assumption that the author has made? Which of the following can be the last line of the paragraph? Which of the following can be title of the paragraph? So these are all critical reasoning problems. अब यहाँ पे रीडिंग स्पीड करने अच्छे रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको यहाँ पे वोकैब अच्छे रखने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको ग्रामर के रूल्स नहीं आते कोई बात नहीं ना, क्या जरूरत है यहाँ पे ग्रामर के रूल्स सीखने की, आपको कौन सा लिखना है यहाँ पे? तो ये तीनों चीजें बिल्कुल भी नहीं चाहिए. What is required from you? You have to have a very diversified reading. अगर आप न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ रहे हो तो आप देखोगे जितने भी आप एडिटोरियल्स पढ़ते हो, दे आर कमिंग फ्रॉम वेरी डाइवर्सिफाइड थिंग. तो आप डिफरेंट जॉनर के अभी तो ये टाइम भी नहीं है कि मैं आपको ये रेकमेंड करूं कि आप ये पढ़ना शुरू कर दो. तो जो आप पढ़ रहे हो न्यूज़पेपर अच्छे से आप पढ़ते जाओ. कई बार होता है क्या है कि जो टॉपिक हमारे को समझ में आता है उसका हम पढ़ लेते हैं. जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम गेटिंग अ पैराग्राफ फ्रॉम पॉलिटिकल साइंस, आई गेट वेरी एक्साइटेड, and the moment I get one paragraph from science and technology or from ecology and environment, my motivation goes down. But ऐसा होना नहीं चाहिए. even though it seems to be plain insipid, आप diversified reading थोड़ी थोड़ी हर जगह से करके रखो. अच्छा, ये तो हो गया आरसी. but then we will be doing sessions to understand how you should be tackling those problems, right? किसी ने मेरे से पूछा कि सर आप सारे के सारे टॉपिक्स कैसे कवर करोगे? You leave on to me, संदर्भ. I just want you to do these classes very sincerely. इससे ज़्यादा आप इन क्लासेस को बड़ी सिंसियरली करते जाओ. Because I have got my learnings will be corroborated by recording videos. What are you going to be expecting in this course? You should be expecting recorded video lessons. I have made some 200 videos plus lessons. But then if I ask you to go and randomly watch those 200 videos, you would not do that. You would not do that, right? तो हर एक टॉपिक पढ़ाने के बाद मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि आपको कौन सी वाली वीडियो देखनी है, राइट? आपको कौन सी वाली वीडियो देख के आके इस क्लास में बैठना है, so that your understanding gets enhanced. तो even though the number of hours in the class will be shortened, they will be backed by the recorded videos. अब आपको सारी देखनी नहीं होगी, कुछ जो मैं बोलूंगा वो आपको देखना है अपने एग्जामिनेशन को क्रैक करने के लिए. सेकंड, you will be getting questions, practice questions. So we have a Telegram group. Most of you, I am assuming, are my students. So you are there in this Telegram group, Amit Kumar Jaiswal. You will be getting questions, practice questions. 3. There will be 4 sectional tests also. 4 sectional tests. I will be giving you PDF of these sectional tests. And I would oversee that you get 2 mock tests, 2 full length mock tests. In addition to point number 0, you will be having 40 hours live session. Every Saturday and Sunday, 4 hours. So अब आपको बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट एक और बात है, कई सारे लोगों ने मेरे से ये पूछ भी लिया. What is going to be 5th point? What is going to be your fee? And I say that I am leaving it to my students. Yes, there is, and when I'm standing here, when I'm teaching you, many things are involved. Somebody is behind the camera, somebody is doing the editing, and then there is an office, there is electricity. So yes, we have the cost. I am not denying that I have got the cost, but what should be the fees? आप decide करो ना, आप दे दो जो भी आपको देना है. You want to pay 10 rupees, I'm fine. You don't want to pay anything, I'm fine. You want to pay 10,000 rupees, I'm absolutely fine. If you want to pay 1 crore rupees, I'm going to be very happy. I'm going to meet you then. So fee is something that has to be driven by. मैंने बड़ा देर से मैं सोच रहा था कि ये जो हमारा एंशिएंट कल्चर होता था ना, पहला जब हमारे पढ़ाई होती थी तो उसमें गुरु दक्षिणा होती थी, है ना। तो मैं ना इस वाली क्लास को पर्टिकुलरली उस सिस्टम पे रन करना चाहता हूँ. That does not mean that I do not make money. I make money to sustain in a very comfortable way. There are other avenues, but this avenue is not going to give me money. That's absolutely clear. So अगर आपको देना है आप दे दो, आपको नहीं देना है you're absolutely fine. All that you can do, how can you help me out? You can help me out by connecting us to students who are actually preparing for examination and they are somehow stuck. They are either not getting the right path or they have prepared once but they are not very confident about the examination. So you need to ask your friends to be with us so that they can also take the benefit of this thing, right? Okay, so I hope that I have taken care of all the doubts. Now let us begin with the classes. I'm gonna start with the, so we have done our exam taking strategies. Is very, very important. Let me know if you have got 200 marks and you have to get 66 marks, and this question, this has got 80 questions, right? 80 questions. How many questions do you think that you should be attempting to get 66 marks? How many? I guess there is this lag between my questioning and your response. So sometimes I might have to wait for your response. What is my question? How many questions that you should be attempting to get? You should attempt to get 66 marks. Let me know the answer, people. क्या safe strategy होनी चाहिए to get 66 marks? Rohan says we should be solving some 40 questions. Sonu Priya says 50 questions. Suhani says approximately 50 questions. Sandar Pachori says 50 minimum. Okay. Who else? बाकी लोग क्या कर रहे हो भाई? आंसर दो फटाफट से. Divya Rava says 50 to 55. Aradhana 50 questions. Muskan says मेरा तो 55 to 60 करने पर कट ऑफ क्रॉस हो जाता है. अच्छा, 55 to 60 is a very audacious goal. Abhishek 60. Abhishek says 60. Okay. Achal 35 to 40. Kiran says Kiran Keshwal says 40 to 50. So almost everybody is telling me, or maybe I have told you, this is just the revision as to how many questions that you should be attempting. अगर आपने 40 to 50 किया, I say this is going to be more than sufficient. And you see, you would not be attempting all the questions, that is guaranteed. What did I tell you? RC questions 28 में से आपसे 10-12 हो जाएगा, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है. 15 कर लिया, you're the champion. So आप RC से तो 10-12-13 क्वेश्चन ऑलरेडी आप छोड़ के आ जाओ. So when you say I'm gonna attempt 50 questions, you already have left some 13-14 questions from RC section. So now you're left with pretty 15-16 questions, यानी क्वांट और रीजनिंग के जितने क्वेश्चंस आएंगे ऑलमोस्ट आप सारे के सारे अटेम्प्ट करोगे, सिर्फ 10-12-15 छोड़ के आओगे. यही है ना. तो हमारे को 50 questions to 40 to 50 based on our understanding of the topics, based on our exam taking strategy, based upon our own understanding of our strength and weaknesses. 40 से 50 में हमारा काम तो चल जाएगा. That is question number 1. What do you think should be your accuracy level? What should be your accuracy level? अब जितने क्वेश्चन आप करोगे जरूरी तो है नहीं कि सारे के सारे सही हो जाएंगे. और अगर आप पेपर देखोगे ना, आउट ऑफ 80 क्वेश्चंस nowadays it is being seen that 5 क्वेश्चंस तो ऐसे आते हैं जिनका कोई सर पैर होता ही नहीं है. मतलब आप उनको ना टच करो तो ज्यादा अच्छा है. 5-6 such questions are always going to be there. आपने उनको लगाने की भी कोशिश करी तो आपने अपना टाइम वेस्ट किया. और 5-6 ऐसे क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, 5 to 6 questions जहां पे ऑप्शंस आपसे ऐसे डिजाइन करा जाता है प्रॉब्लम कि इवन दो यू हैव सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम, आप गलत आंसर लगा के आओगे. If you're not very careful, if you have not solved many questions, if you're not prepared well, say for example आपसे कहीं पे पूछा गया कि what is the ratio, कुछ प्रॉब्लम पूछा गया what is the ratio of income of A and B, आपने निकाल दिया 2:3. प्रॉब्लम में आपसे वर्डिंग पूछी गई थी find the ratio of income of B to income of A, and that answer would be 3:2. Answer should have been 3:2, और ऑप्शन में 3:2 भी है, 2:3 भी है, आप 2:3 लगा के आ जाओगे, whereas आपसे पूछा क्या जा रहा था 3:2. सो 4, 5, 6 क्वेश्चंस ऐसे होंगे जहां पे इफ वी आर नॉट वेरी केयरफुल ये तो गलत होगा ही होगा हमारा. और ये कहां पे होगा? क्वांट में होगा और एलआर में होगा. तो क्वांट और एलआर की एक और अगर वीकनेस मैं बता रहा हूं कि आपको अगर ये लग रहा है कि सारे के सारे क्वेश्चन आप अटेम्प्ट कर लोगे तो 10 तो ऐसे डिस्कार्ड कर दो आप, ये तो मुश्किल हो जाएगा. कोई तो यहाँ पे मिस्टर डोप जी हैं, DOPEG, डोप जी कहते हैं कि 75 to 80 क्वेश्चंस करेंगे. डोप जी बिल्कुल गलत स्ट्रेटजी है आपकी, ऐसा तो बिल्कुल नहीं करना. तो ये तो गए आपके पास. एक्यूरेसी लेवल होनी कितनी चाहिए बताओ भाई? शुड इट बी 60%? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ 60% एक्यूरेसी? You attempt 100 questions, 60 are correct, 40 are wrong, यही ना? And then 75% accuracy or 80% accuracy. There are students who go up to 90% accuracy. Now you're understanding that not all the questions that you're gonna solve will be right. Some of them will be right, some of them will be wrong. Well, your job is to see that your accuracy level is better. What should be the accuracy level, people? Out of these, what should be that? What should be and what do you have? These are two different things, and that's where you have to understand the gap of your preparation. क्या होना चाहिए? दिव्या says 50. अभिषेक वो एक्यूरेसी, अच्छा हाँ अभी ये डोप भाई, डोप जी आपका नाम सच में डोप जी है क्या? यहाँ 75% to 80% questions. Okay, that's another. Okay, 90%. Sonu says 90%. Rohan says 75 to 80%. Adnan says 80% accuracy. Abhishek says accuracy बता रहा है. हाँ मैं समझ गया भाई, वो accuracy percent बता रहा था. So some of you are saying 60% तो मेरे को किसी ने नहीं बताया, ये ना 60% किसी ने भी नहीं बताया. And 60% is a very wrong strategy. अगर आपने ज़्यादा, अच्छा आपकी accuracy level डाउन कहाँ पे होगी? आपकी accuracy level डाउन होगी तब जब आप ज्यादा क्वेश्चंस आरसी से करोगे तब, यही है ना? इफ यू डू क्वांट एंड रीजनिंग, आइदर यू गेट द आंसर और यू डू नॉट गेट द आंसर. इफ यू डू नॉट गेट entrapped by what question is asking from you, 2-3 क्वेश्चन गलत होगा, बाकी ऑलमोस्ट ऑल ऑफ देम आर गोइंग टू बी करेक्ट, राइट? If you attempt more number of RC questions, this is where your accuracy level will have to go down. Now, so 60%, say for example, you solve 50, you attempt 50 questions, right? You attempt 50 questions and your accuracy level is some 60%. Oh, you will fail the examination because out of this 30 will be correct and 20 will be wrong. 20 will be wrong. So these 30 questions, per question you get 2.5 marks. So per question 70, you will be getting in total 75 marks, and then 20 for every wrong answer you get a penalty of 8.833. 2.5 marks. How do you get 2.5 marks? 200 marks divided by 80 questions. So for every right answer 2.5 marks. For every wrong answer you will be getting penalty of 1/3 of 2.5 marks, which is coming out as 0.833 marks. So that's going to be the penalty. If this is the penalty, then 20 into 0.833, very close to 16 to 17 marks. अगर आप इसमें से सब्सट्रैक्ट करोगे ना, आप देखो आप 66 तक तो पहुंच ही नहीं पा रहे हो, आपने एग्जामिनेशन फेल कर दिया. So 50, having an accuracy level of 50% is 60% is a very wrong strategy. What if you have accuracy level of some 75%, right? If your accuracy level is 75%, then some 38 questions will be right, and then 12 questions will be wrong. So 38 into 2.5, 76, and then 19. So very close to 95 marks you will be getting for your right answers, and then there will be penalty of sub 10 to 11 marks, 10 to 11. So in total you are going to be in a very safe zone, which is 80 के ऊपर ही number होने वाला है. That is guaranteed, absolutely. So you attempt 50 questions, 38 are correct, 12 are wrong, 37 correct, 13 wrong. Any which way you will have 80 plus marks. बट अगर आपने 2-3 क्वेश्चंस और गलत किए ना, तो फिर देखना आप कहाँ पे आके टिक जाओगे, 67-68 मार्क पे टिक जाओगे. दैट इज अ वेरी हार्मफुल स्ट्रेटेजी. कई लोगों ने बोला कि भाई 70% भी होना चाहिए क्या? मैं कहता हूँ 70% भी गलत है. सो व्हाट इज द डिजायर्ड एक्यूरेसी लेवल दैट वी शुड बी हैविंग? द डिजायर्ड एक्यूरेसी लेवल शुड बी 80%, एटलीस्ट 80%. आप 5 क्वेश्चन जब आप करते हो तो उसमें से 4 सही करने की कोशिश करो, एक गलत हो गया तो चलेगा आपका. Does this make sense? So what should be our exam taking strategy? What did I say? We should prepare in such a way, that we are attempting 50 questions with 80% accuracy. Is that okay? Let me know in the comment section if you are understanding what is that I am talking about. You understand how many questions we should focus upon and what should be our accuracy level. Let me know this. अब आप इतना पाएंगे कि नहीं पाएंगे, that is a separate matter altogether. कई लोग बोलते हैं हाँ भाई स्ट्रेटेजी आ गई, बहुत बड़ी बात है. अब चलो हो पाएगा कि नहीं हो पाएगा, वो बेस्ड ऑन प्रिपरेशन होगी. All right. So we understood the examination, we understood the demand of the examination, we understood the syllabus of the examination, we understood the exam taking strategy of the examination. Now I am going to start with my favorite topic, which is number system. What is that we should touch upon in number system? एक concept of zeros. You get, nowadays you have been getting questions from concept of zeros. Then the concept of last digit. Then the divisibility rules. And then obviously LCM and HCF. And fifth, properties of numbers. And then sixth, decimal and fractions. That is it. If you focus upon these topics, majority of your questions will be simplified, and then you might write it down, certs and indices. You might expect 1 or 2 questions from, maybe not. So this is the syllabus of number system for UPSC CSAT. So will you get 1 question from divisibility rule? Maybe 1 or 2 questions. Will you get 1 question from LCM? Yes, guaranteed है. एक क्वेश्चन तो बनेगा ही बनेगा. प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ नंबर से एक क्वेश्चन बनेगा ही बनेगा. जीरो के कॉन्सेप्ट से लास्ट डिजिट, इन दोनों को कंबाइन करके भी एक क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है. तो इन अ वे आउट ऑफ दीज 7 टॉपिक्स you can expect very easily 7 to 10 problems. You can very easily expect 7 to 10 problems. That's our number system. So in how many classes we would be able to solve, we would be able to do number system? Maybe today's class, tomorrow's class, and then upcoming week. So by upcoming week, we should be able to finish our number system. In addition to, we'll be doing more classes on LR also. Okay, then let us focus upon number of zeros. What do we mean by number of zeros? What do we mean by number of zeros? Say something like this. If you multiply 2 numbers and then you get zeros, वो कहाँ पे possibility है? It is possible only with 2 and 5, which is giving you 10. Do you understand? If you multiply maybe 2 with 3, it is 6. If we multiply 5 with any other number, it is 35. How do we get zeros? Only if we multiply 2 and 5. Do we have the clarity? बाकी कोई भी हमारे को देगा नहीं है. So what is that you should be doing? Your step number 1. If you have to find out how many zeros are there in a given number, you should be finding out its prime factorization. And the moment you have found out the prime factorization, your step number 2 should be to find out pairs of 2 and 5. And what is that I am trying to say out here? Say I have got the number 20. Understand? 20 has got only 1 0, right? If I do the prime factorization, this is what you have done plenty of times. 2, and then this becomes 10, and then 2, this is 5, and then 5, this is 1. So what is the prime factorization of 20? It is 2 raised to 2 and 5 raised to 1. So how many pairs of 2 and 5 we have here? We have got only one pair. How many 2s do we have? 2. How many 5s do we have? 1. So how many pairs of 2 and 5 do we have? One pair. Do you understand? And that is how you have got only 1 0 in 20. What if I do the prime factorization of 50? 50, if you do, this is 25, and then 5, and this is 1. So what is the prime factorization of 50? It is coming out as 2 raised to 1 and 5 raised to 2. Still, how many zeros are going to be there? 1. Because even though you have got 2 5, you have got only 1 2. तो पेयर कितने हैं यहाँ पे? सिर्फ एक ही पेयर है 2 and 5 का, तो ये नंबर यहाँ पे 0 बन गया. अब अगर आपसे क्वेश्चन कहीं पे ये पूछा जाए, say my number is 5 raised to 8 and 2 raised to 9. How many zeros will this number be having? Let me know in the comment section. How many zeros this number is going to be having? And your number 2, how many zeros will be here? How many zeros will be here? And how many zeros will be there in the third number, which is 5 raised to 8 and 2 raised to 8. In the first case, because number of pairs we have got only 8, so we will be having 8 zeros. Even though number of 2s are 9, but we have got only 8 5s, so number of zeros will be 8. In this case, it is going to be 7 zeros. And in this case, since number of 2s and number of 5s are same, this number is going to be having 8 zeros. Did we understand, everybody? So in the first we have got 8 zeros, in the second we have got 7 zeros, and in the third number we have got 8 zeros. Does this make sense, everybody? I'm waiting for your responses. अरे सब तो ठीक है, ये डोप जी का नाम सच में डोप जी है क्या? I'm confused. Okay. What if you get this problem? Your number is 55 into 35 into 85 into 135 into 28 into maybe 84. How many zeros this number will be having? Tell me. ये अभिषेक को पता है क्या कि ये डोप जी का नाम डोप जी है? ये बड़ा एक्साइटेड होकर आंसर दे रहा है. How many zeros this number will be having? Number 4 that I have written. So what is that you should be doing? You should be finding out the pairs. How do we find out the pairs out here? So पहले तो हम 5 को निकाल देते हैं, isn't it? So we should be finding out चलो जी, अरे नहीं नहीं यार, थोड़ी सा क्लास में कॉमेडी वगैरह ना होना तो फिर मुश्किल हो जाता है. सुरेश, यू आर गेटिंग एब्सोल्युटली राइट आंसर. Maninderjeet Singh 4. Where are you getting 4? In this problem? In problem in number 4? So this has got, so what do we have to do? In this case, we should be finding out number of 2 separately and number of 5 separately. This number 55 is 11 into 5. So how many 5 do I have here? From here, I have got only 1 5. From here, this number is 7 into 5. So how many 5s do I have? 1 5. 85, 17 into 5. Further, I have got 1 5. And then this number is 27 into 5. So how many 5s I have? 1 5. So how many 5s do we have? How many 5s do we have? We have got 4 5s. So what is that we should be doing now? We should be finding out number of 2s, which is this number has got 7 into 4, isn't it? 7 into 4 का मतलब कितना हो गया? 7 into 2 into 2. So there you have got 2 2s. 84 is 21 into 4, or you might say 21 into 2 into 2. So we have got a total of 2 4s. We have got a total of 2 4s. So how many zeros should be there? We should be having 4 zeros. So Maninder is right, Suhani is right, Divya is right, almost everybody is right. All right. अच्छा, यहाँ पे इस क्लास में कितने ऐसे लोग हैं जो मेरे स्टूडेंट नहीं हैं? You have not been my student and somebody has recommended this to you. Anybody in the class? I know that majority of you are my previous students and I'm happy about it. If somehow I can add value to your examination, I'm pretty much happy. Anybody who has not been my student and is still here and watching this live session. So this is going to be 4. Now, if I have to find out, if I give it this problem, so your question is if all the prime numbers from 1 to 1000 are multiplied, how many zeros should be there at the end of the number, at the end of the number? Haji, what is the answer? Abhishek Sharma, 3 साल से student. I'm so proud of you, Abhishek. I know you really well. But my question was, who is here who has not been my student? Achal Kansal. Okay, Achal has not been my student. Okay. What is the answer of this problem, people? What is the answer of this problem? If you multiply all the prime numbers from 1 to 1000, how many zeros this huge number is going to be having? Aradhana has got a very right answer. Good job, Aradhana. Suresh Nayak is a new student. Okay, Suresh. Are you liking these classes, Suresh? मुस्कान मैडम, आंसर तो 2 नहीं होगा ना? Sandarbh says 3. No. By the way, how many prime numbers do we have from 1 to 1000? ये अगर निकालने बैठ गए तो हमारे तो फिर पसीने आ जाएंगे. ये इसको सॉल्व कौन करे? What is the least prime number? 2 is the least prime number. 1 is not a prime number. Please be careful about this. 1 is not the prime number. The least prime number is 2. And 2 is the only even prime number. बाकी जितने भी prime numbers हैं वो सारे के सारे odd है, right? So 2, 3, 5, and then 7, and then 11, and then 13, and then 17, and then 19, and then 23, so forth and so on. मैं कह रहा हूँ इन सबको मल्टीप्लाई कर दो आप. अब कहाँ आप मल्टीप्लाई करते फिरोगे? और आपने क्या सीखा हुआ है कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ जीरो के लिए? कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ जीरो के लिए आपने ये सीखा हुआ है कि how do you get 0 by multiplying 2 and 5. So you have got only 1, 2. What did I say? 2 is the only even prime number. Rest of the prime numbers are odd prime numbers. You have got only 1, 2. You have got only 1, 5. Multiply कर दो इन सबको. How many zeros you will be having at the end of it? You're gonna have only 1 0 at the end of it. Does this make sense to you? Does this make sense to you? Everybody's understanding that we are going to get only 1 0? Okay, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Another very important question. If I have to ask you, so your number is 10 factorials. How many zeros 10 factorial will be having? How many zeros 10 factorial will be having? And what is the meaning of a factorial of a number? If I write 5 factorial, what is this? 1, I am going to multiply all the prime numbers from, no, not all the prime numbers, rather all the natural numbers starting with 1 to that number. So 5 factorial is 1 to 5 product of all. 10 factorial, 1 to 10 product of all. That's how we do it. Isn't it? What is this answer out here? Number of zeros in 10 factorial will be, because what is that you're focusing upon? You're focusing upon 2 and 5. And if you're focusing upon 2 and 5 and this number is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into so forth and so on 10. What are the places that you're going to get 2 and then 4 and then 6 and then 8 and then 10? What are the places you will be having 5? Only 5 and 10. So number of 5s obviously will be less than number of 2s, because देखो ना यहाँ पे 1 मिला, यहाँ पे 2 मिला, 6, 2 into 3, 8 is 3 and this is 1. So how many of them are going to be there? You will be having in this, if you do the prime factorization, 2 raised to 8. But how many 5s are we having? Only 2. Where are we having 5? Only in 5 and in 10. So how many of them are going to be there? 2. So how many zeros will be there? there will be only 2 zeros in 10 factorial. Is that okay? Now, if I happen to ask you, what is, stick to this problem itself. How many zeros will be there in 25 factorial? What is the answer? 25 factorial. What is going to be number of zeros is, and answer of this problem should be, what is the answer that everybody has given? Second answer is 10. Everybody is getting 10. You know what is that they're asking you? You have got to be really very careful. They're asking you find the number of digits. And if I say this problem is 2 raised to 10 and 5 raised to 10, यही तो हुआ ना? Can I write 5 raised to 15 in this way? Yes, we can do that. What I have done, this is my 5 raised to 15. So from here, I will be having 10 zeros. From 2 raised to this, from this we will be having 10 zeros. But now this number is going to look like what? This number is going to look like 5 raised to 5, 5 raised to 5 followed by 10 zeros. Isn't it? What is the value of 5 raised to 5? This is 3125. Understand this. 5 raised to 5 nikalo. 5 raised to 1 is 5, 5 square, 25, 5 cube, 125, 5 raised to 4, 625. And if you multiply further, you will be having 3125. So 3125 is going to be followed by how many zeros? 10 zeros. Do you understand this? So these are 10 zeros followed by 3125. So how many digits are there in the number? 14 digits are going to be there in the number. Aradhana, you have got the right answer. Only Aradhana is getting the right answer. How come? Now, do you understand the question? What is that they are asking you in the problem? They are not asking you as to how many zeros are there. Rather, they are asking you what is going to be the number of digits. So necessarily there will be 10 zeros. But before 10 zeros, you will be having some certain digits also. And that is nothing but 5 raised to 5. The value of 5 raised to 5 is 3125. And 3125 will be 4 digits followed by 10 zeros. How many digits are there in total in this number? 14 zeros. Are we clear with this problem, people? So Suresh is getting 14, Aradhana is getting 14. Who else is getting 14, people? Who else is getting 14? And how many zeros are we going to be having in 25 factorial? So if we talk about 25 factorial, what did I tell you in 25 factorial? Not in 25 factorial, but in any factorial, number of 2's will be more than number of 5's. नंबर ऑफ 2 ज्यादा ही होगा भाई. 2 बहुत जगह पे आ रहा है ना. 2 में आ रहा है, 4 में आ रहा है, 6 में आ रहा है, 8 में आ रहा है, 10 में आ रहा है, 12 में आ रहा है, 14 में आ रहा है, 16 में आ रहा है, सो फोर्थ एंड सो ऑन. आपको 5 कहाँ पे मिल रहा है? आपको 5 एक यहाँ मिलता है, फिर 10 में मिलता है, फिर आपको 15 में मिलता है, फिर आपको 20 में मिलता है, फिर आपको 25 में मिलता है. यही हुआ ना. यहाँ पे 1, यहाँ पे 1, 15 will be having only 1, 20 will also be having 1, but in 25 you have got 2 5s. So this is where you have to be very careful. Since the number of 5s is 6 and number of 2's certainly will be more than that of more than number of 5 raised to 6. So how many zeros this number should have? This number should have in total 6 zeros. अब आपको ना नंबर ऑफ जीरोस में इतना ही सीख के रखना है. अब नंबर ऑफ जीरोस को अगर आप कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करते जाओगे तो ये टॉपिक बड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो सकता है for if you take other examinations in your perspective. So I have made 3 videos. If you look at my number system playlist, if you look at you go to number system, nowhere else. So there are some certain 40-50 videos in number system playlist. In number system you see video number 1 and video, not question here, video lesson 1 and 2 and 3. So these 3 are from the topic of number of zeros. So if you do not understand the concept, my recommendation to you is आप आराम से जाके पढ़िए, आपको बेटर प्रॉब्लम्स लगाने हैं जो यूपीएससी से थोड़ा ज़्यादा है। आप एसएससी सीजीएल फोकस करना चाहते हो, आप आरबीआई ग्रेड बी फोकस करना चाहते हो, आप सीडीएस फोकस करना चाहते हो, आप कुछ भी एग्जाम फोकस करना चाहते हो, जहां पे आप इस कॉन्सेप्ट की बड़ी अच्छी अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखना चाहते हो, आप नंबर सिस्टम प्लेलिस्ट पे मुफ्त में पड़ी हुई वीडियोस हैं, वीडियो नंबर 1, वीडियो नंबर 2, वीडियो नंबर 3, देख लो उसको। 1 घंटे की टोटल वो क्लास है, ठीक है जी। नाउ सो we are done with the concept of number of zeros. Now I am moving ahead with another concept. I'm moving ahead with the concept of remainder theorem. Are we ready for this? Are we ready for this? 1 minute बस। First of all we should understand what is, अगर आपने कभी बचपन में, खैर पढ़ाई तो सबने करी है, आप स्कूल शायद गए होगे उस दिन, नहीं गए होगे, तो ये बड़ी सिंपल सी चीज हमारे को टीचर ने सिखा के रखी थी। वो ये था कि डिविडेंड को डिवाइड कौन करता है? इट इज डिवाइजर गेट्स, डिविडेंड गेट्स डिवाइडेड बाय डिवाइजर, and over here this number is known to be quotient, and then this number, whatever is left, is known to be the remainder. So we can say that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. And if the remainder is zero, the dividend is known to be the multiple of the divisor. Hold on a second. Of the divisor. ये लिखने में सब कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, कॉम्प्लिकेटेड वगैरह है नहीं कुछ। आपने क्या किया, 12 को डिवाइड किया 5 से, ठीक है जी। 12 को 5 से डिवाइड किया तो this is 2 and this is 10 and your remainder is coming out as 2. So 12 is the dividend out here, 5 is the divisor, 2 is the quotient and 2 is the remainder. So can I write 12 as 5 into 2 plus 2? 5 into 2 plus 2. Remainder is not 0 out here. Remainder is 2. So certainly 12 is not the multiple of 5. Do you understand? That's what I have written out here for you to understand. What if I get something like this? What if I get something like what if I get, say, 55 divided by 5? This is 11, 55, 0. So 55 is equal to 5 into 11 plus 0. Since the remainder is 0, 55 is multiple of 5, obviously. And since 55 is the multiple of 5 and 5 is the factor of 55. That's the relationship between multiple and factor. 55 is the multiple of 5. 5 is the factor of 55. So LCM HCF में ये हम concept बड़े अच्छे से करेंगे. But as of now, what is that I am trying to tell you? If 0 if you get remainder as 0, you get the multiple. Now, my another question to you. If I divide, say, 1897 into 1898 into 1899, if I divide these numbers this by 1896, what do you think is going to be the remainder? What is going to be the remainder out here? what is going to be the remainder. Understand this. What is one general method? You multiply these numbers and you multiply 4-digit numbers 3 बार, it is going to be a very huge number, and then you divide that by 1896, and then after the entire thing you will be having the remainder. But that's not a desirable method, right? आपको करना क्या है, देखो 1897, if it is divided by 1896, will you be having 1 as a remainder? So Abhishek is getting the right answer. Abhishek and Achal, Muskan, Sandarbh. So if you divide 1897 by 1896, 1 is the remainder. In this case 2 is the remainder, and in this case it is 3 is the remainder. Listen to this statement, those of you who could not do this. If your numbers are multiplied, then your remainders are also going to be multiplied, as simple as that. What did I say? Since 1897, 1898, 1899, these 3 numbers are getting multiplied, then the remainders should also be multiplied, and my answer is going to be 6. Had my problem been 1897 plus 1898 plus 1899, had my problem been this, and this is getting divided by 1896, what do you think is the remainder now? What is the remainder now? Still 1 is the remainder, 2 is the remainder, and 3 is the remainder. But what is that I am doing? I am adding these numbers. So if I am adding these numbers, my remainders are also going to be added, and still my answer will be 6. But you have to understand the concept really very well, because these 3 numbers are getting multiplied, remainders are getting multiplied. These 3 numbers are getting added, remainders are also getting added, and that's very simple job. Simple, खत्म. अगर आपसे ये पूछ लिया जाए, इसी को आगे बढ़ाते हुए, 1897 into 1898 into 1899 into 1900 divided by 1896. That's question number 1. And what is the question number 2? जहां पे multiplication है, I'm gonna add them up. What is the answer? What is the answer here? In these two cases, what do you think is the answer? Roshan has got the right answer. Roshan says 24 of the first. Sandarbh is also getting the right answer, 24. Who else is getting the right answer? Only you two? Who else people? Let me know. Dobji is also getting 24. Kiran is getting 24 and 10. Aradhana is getting 24 in the first problem, because this is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So in the first question, the answer is going to be 24. Whereas in the second case, what is that we should be doing? We should be adding them up, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. And in the second case, my answer is going to be 10. Kamal is getting 24 and 10. Kamal Kaur. Abhishek is also getting the right answer. Suhani is getting the right answer. Divya is getting the right answer. Sushila. Is it Susila or is it Sushila? What is this? Susila. How do you pronounce it? Susila. Pranesh is getting Pranesh, you're getting 4. Where are you getting 4, man? How come? If this is 1 and this is 2 and this is 4 and this is 3 and 4, what is that we should be adding? We should be adding these numbers, no? So from this particular from this particular question, what is that I am trying to tell you? If your numbers are getting multiplied, your remainders are getting multiplied. Your numbers are getting added, your remainders are getting added. Simple, plain and simple, nothing else. अच्छा, मुस्कान ने भी आंसर दिया, बट आंसर ऊपर चले गया. हाँ, ये मुस्कान मैडम है अभी. डोंट वरी, डोंट वरी, डोंट वरी. Okay then, since you understand this thing, let us move ahead and इस discussion को थोड़ा सा और आगे बढ़ा देते हैं. What if I say that 2 raised to 100, this number is getting divided by 3. What is the remainder? 2 raised to 100, this is getting divided by 3. What is going to be the remainder? Not 2 raised to, इसको नहीं लगाएंगे. We will be solving 3 raised to 100 divided by 2. What is the remainder? So 3 raised to 100 का मतलब कितना हुआ? 3 is getting multiplied how many times? 3 is getting multiplied 100 times, isn't it? That is the meaning of writing. And since you're dividing it by 2, this 3 will give you 1 as a remainder. This 3 will also be giving you 1 as a remainder, 1 as a remainder. All the numbers are going to be giving you 1 as a remainder. If you divide them by 2, and since all the numbers have been multiplied, remainders should also be multiplied. And if you multiply all the remainders, what is the answer that you're gonna get? You will be getting 1 as the answer. So what is the answer over here? 1 is the answer. Is that okay? If I have got 2 questions now. Question number 1. What if I ask you 16 raised to 89 divided by 15? What is the remainder? Question number 2. 8 raised to 100 divided by 7, what is the remainder? Question number 3. 15 raised to 15 plus 4 divided by 14, what is the remainder? What is the answer? What is the answer in the very first problem? Kiran, is everybody getting 1 in the very first problem? Almost everybody. I'm waiting for your answers. Dobji, Kiran, everybody is getting 1, right? पहले वाले का तो 1 हो गया, दूसरे वाले का भी 1 हो गया, यही है ना? What should be answer? What should be answer in the third problem? If you have to simplify third problem, understand this. Over here, 1 is the remainder, that there is no problem. And if you divide 4 by 14, you cannot divide it, right? If you divide 4 by 14, can you do that? Your dividend will have to be bigger than divisor only, then it is going to be divided, isn't it? तो यहाँ पे तो जो रिमाइंडर आया वो तो अभी भी 4 ही है. So over here the remainder is 4. And since we are adding these two numbers, what is going to be the remainder out here? The remainder is going to be 5. So Rohan got the answer. Pranesh got the answer. 115. Sushila is getting the right answer. Sonu Priya is getting the right answer. Divya, Kamal, Achal, you're all getting the right answer. Fantastic, fantastic. So what is my proposition? If numbers are getting added, remainders are getting added. Numbers are getting multiplied, remainders are getting multiplied. Okay then, if you understand this thing, I have got this to ask you. The last concept of 1898 divided by 1896. 97 divided by 1899. What do you think is the remainder out here? What do you think is the remainder out here? if you divide, now what is that we should be taking care of? The concept of negative remainder. The concept of negative remainder. Say I have to divide 4 by 5. So as I told you in the previous problem, that this dividend will have to be bigger than divisor, only then you can divide it. But I would say that okay, since the dividend is not bigger, the remainder is going to be 4. और अगर मैं आपसे ऐसे पूछूं कि आप मार्केट में जाओ, 5 रुपए का समोसा मिल रहा है, ठीक है जी, आपके पास में 4 रुपए है, ठीक है, अब आपको समोसा तो नहीं मिलेगा। आपको समोसा लेने के लिए कोई अगर आपको 1 रुपया दे दे तो आपका काम बन जाएगा, है ना, वो दुकानदार से छीन लो, बगल वाले से छीन लो, कुछ भी कर लो, बट आपके पास में 1 रुपया आना चाहिए। So I would say that since I want to buy a samosa worth 5 rupees and I have 4 rupees, how much I do not have? I do not have 1 rupee. Similar concept I'm going to apply here. If I'm dividing 4 by 5, my remainder is going to be 4. 4 में और क्या होता कि ये remainder 0 हो जाता 1. So my remainder is going to be either 4 or -1. So that is what you need to understand. So when you divide, so that's for you and I to understand. That's not the concept. ये कहीं पे लिखा नहीं हुआ number system पे, mathematics में कहीं पे. For you and I to understand, हमारे problem simplify हो जाएंगे. So when you divide 1898 by 1899, over here the remainder is going to be -1. 1897, the remainder is -2. Since you're multiplying these two numbers, -1 into -2 will give you +2 as an answer. Do we understand? So Muskan, Rohan, Kamal, Suresh, you are all getting the right answer. Sonupriya, what is your answer? आपने आंसर लिख के उसको डिलीट किया. What is the right answer that you are getting? So I hope you're understanding what is the concept of negative remainder. But अब ये problem आपको देगा कहाँ पे? Say something like this. If I give you this problem, if I give you (1898) into 1897 into 1896 divided by 1899. Now what is going to be the remainder now? What is going to be the remainder now? See if you can find it out. What did I say? 1898 into 1897 into 1896. These three numbers, the product of these three numbers is getting divided by 1899, and my question is, what is going to be the remainder? What do you think is the answer? What do you think is the answer? So what is that you have done? If you divide 1898, so Rohan is getting -2, Pranesh is getting +2. This divided by this, your remainder is going to be -1. Over here -2, and over here the remainder is -3. So if you multiply these three numbers, your answer should be coming out as -6. अभी तक तो प्लस आया तो आप बड़े खुश हुए, यही है ना भाई, प्लस आया तो हम खुश हुए, अब ये -6 आ गया. So everybody is getting -6 as the answer. Muskan, Kiran, Suhani, Sushila, Rohan, Dope G also is getting -6. Divya is getting -6. What are we going to do with this -6? Because as I said, that negative remainder concept is for you and I to understand. That is not going to be an option. That is not going to be an answer. So what is that you should be doing? Now understand this. What is the meaning of writing -6 as an answer? Your remainder is 6 less than the divisor. When you get -1 as the remainder, what did you say? That your remainder is 1 less than the divisor. Divisor कितना था इस केस में? 5 था. -1 आने का मतलब क्या था? आप 4 कर देते. अब आपने यहाँ पे किससे डिवाइड किया है? 1899. This is your divisor. What is going to be your remainder? Your remainder is going to be 6 less than the divisor. So what is going to be your final answer? 1893 is going to be the final answer. अब ये ऑप्शन होगा आपका, बट -6 तो आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगा. आराधना एंड संतोष, those of you who said -6 is going to be the answer, are you understanding this thing? Kamal is getting Kamal, Kaur, Kiran and Santosh, all of you are getting the right answer. How about rest of you? How? Divya is getting the right answer. So what is that we should be doing? Whenever we get negative remainder, what should be our understanding? We should be subtracting that negative remainder from the divisor, and that is going to give us the final answer. अब अगर ये हुआ, तो what is going to be if I ask you, my question number 1, 2 raised to 100 divided by 3, what is the answer? Question number 2, 2 raised to 101 divided by 3. Tell me answers in these 3 problems. 1893. Abhishek ji, you are getting the right answer. Rohan, समझ में आया. Kiran, समझ में आया. Good job, people. What is the answer of problem number 1 out here? 2 raised to 100 upon 3. So when you divide 2 by 3, your remainder is going to be what? -1. And -1 is getting multiplied an even number of times. You understand? And since -1 is getting multiplied an even number of times, so जो बन के आएगा वो कितना बन के आएगा? -1 raised to 100, and this is +1. जब तक आपका रिमाइंडर पॉजिटिव है, आपको कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. प्रॉब्लम तो आपको तब होगी जब आपका जो फाइनल आंसर होगा वो नेगेटिव में आएगा. यही है ना जी? So Abhishek 1 to 8, Muskan 1 minus 1 8, Sonu Priya is getting 2. Sonu Priya कहाँ पे 2 आया बच्चा आपका? हाँ, Sonu in the second question, right? In the second question, Kamal is getting the right answer. Kadambari is getting the right answer. Kadambari एक छोटा सा correction वहाँ पे है, 1 minus 1. So those of you, Kadambari, Sushila and the others, -1 cannot be the answer of the second problem. Even though you are having -1 as an answer, what should be your interpretation? Your remainder is 1 less than the divisor. And what is your divisor out here? किससे divide कर रहे हो आप? 3 से divide कर रहे हो. तो आप इसी 3 में से इसी 1 को subtract कर दो. What is going to be your final answer? Your final answer is going to be 2, right? And in the second, in the third problem, what is that we should do? It is something like over here I am getting -1, yeah, है ना, -1, and even if you put it 9, what difference does it make? It is 8. कई लोग बोलेंगे कि नहीं जी हमारे को तो यहाँ पे ये लिखा मैंने -1, और जब मैंने 9 को डिवाइड किया 17 से, my remainder is coming, the negative remainder in this case is -8, है ना? तो -1 -8, it is coming out as -9. मैं कह रहा हूँ ठीक है, ये भी ठीक है एनालिसिस, लेकिन -9 लिखने का मतलब क्या है? Your remainder is going to be 9 less than the divisor. So in this case also you're getting 8 as an answer. Are we understanding? Saida, Pranesh, everybody is getting the right answer. Very good. Divya is getting the right answer. एक ही आदमी जो मेरे को वो एंटरटेन कर पा रहा है वो है डोप जी. डोप जी is also getting 1 minus 2, 1, 2 and 8. All right then. So this is the remainder theorem. अभी रिमाइंडर थ्योरम पढ़ने के लिए आप कितना पढ़ सकते हो? आप चैंपियन बन जाओ रिमाइंडर थ्योरम के, मेरे को क्या फर्क पड़ता है? बट रिमाइंडर थ्योरम जो आपके एग्जामिनेशन में पूछा जाएगा, इससे ज्यादा आपसे नहीं पूछा जाएगा. बट स्टिल इफ यू समहाउ डिड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट वेल, आई हैव मेड 10 videos of remainder theorem and these are the fantastic videos that I can assure you. अगले साल से ये सारी की सारी वीडियोस ना, अब तो मैं इनको पेड कर दूंगा, नो फ्री वीडियोस एनी मोर. सो अभी भी ये 10 वीडियोस हैं. You do not have to watch all the 10 videos. If you watch video number 1 and video number 2 in the remainder theorem. It is going to be in the number system playlist. So number system playlist में जाके देखोगे तो वीडियो नंबर 1, वीडियो नंबर 2 एंड हार्डली वीडियो नंबर 3 देख लो आप, इससे ज़्यादा आपको देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. रेस्ट ऑफ द 7 वीडियोस फॉर योर एग्जामिनेशन इज नॉट गुड. हाँ, बट वीडियो नंबर 1, 2, 3 आप देखो, आपसे आपके लिए कुछ ना कुछ होगा. ऑल राइट. संतोष गुट्टे सेज गजबिये. व्हाट इज गजबिये? ये कह रहे हैं कि इतने पे सीसेट निकल जाएगा, आप इससे ज़्यादा हमारे को पढ़ाने की कोशिश मत करो. मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि भाई कोई तो होगा जो कैट की तैयारी कर रहा होगा, कभी कभी तो आरबीआई वाले फील्ड में आओगे, आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन होनी चाहिए, आप उस इन्फॉर्मेशन को यूज़ करो मत करो. बट ये 1, 2, 3 देख लिया तो आपका काम यहाँ से वापस से चल जाएगा. चलो जी, now we are going to move to solve some problems. So what did I say in remainder theorem? When the numbers are multiplied, added, subtracted, the same could be applied to the remainders also. We have learned that concept. Okay, solve this problem out here. A number when divided by 136 leaves a remainder of 36. और आपके एग्जामिनेशन में बिल्कुल ऐसे ही प्रॉब्लम पूछे जा रहे हैं, बिल्कुल सिमिलर प्रॉब्लम्स लास्ट 2-3 सालों में पूछा गया है. A number when divided by 136, it is leaving 36 as the remainder. If the same number is divided by 17, what is going to be the remainder? What do you think is the answer, people? What is the answer? So if you divide a number by 136, so I don't know how, what is my number, right? But that number, when it is divided by 136, the remainder is 36. Do you understand? अब आपको क्वेश्चन पता नहीं है, चलो अभी क्या करते हैं, since we do not know two things, we do not know what is the number and we do not know what is the quotient. So आप इसको क्यों लिख लो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? So can you write n as divisor into quotient plus remainder, which is going to be what? 136 cube plus 36. That is your number. तो नंबर हमने एक पैटर्न बना दिया. Okay, when it is divided, now the problem is asking you, what if this number is getting divided by 17? What is the remainder? Abhishek and Sonu, both of you are getting the right answer. So अगर आपको इसी नंबर को डिवाइड करना है, विच इज 136 क्यू प्लस 36, if you want to divide it by 17, what is going to be the remainder? Understand this thing. 136 is completely divisible. 136 is absolutely totally divisible by 17. 17 divided by 136. How many times? It is going? 8 times. So यहाँ पे तो रिमाइंडर है नहीं कुछ. So you do not have any remainder over here. 136 में तो है नहीं. 136 into any number. So जो भी होगा वो रिमाइंडर तो वहाँ पे 0 दे के जाएगा ना. तो 136 cube will give you 0 as a remainder. 36 when it is divided by 17, it is giving you 2 as a remainder. 17 into 2 is 34. 34, 2 बचा. अब यहाँ का रिमाइंडर है 0 और यहाँ का रिमाइंडर है 2. What do you think is going to be your answer? It is 2. 2 is going to be the final answer. Abhishek, Sonu, Aradhana, Kamal, Pranesh, everybody is getting the right answer. 2 is going to be your final value. अब अगर मेरे को सिंप्लीफाई करना हो इस प्रॉब्लम को, फॉर एग्जांपल नहीं करना ये सब, व्हाट इज दैट आई शुड बी डूइंग? मेरे को सिर्फ 5-6 बच्चों के आंसर सही मिले हैं. हाउ अबाउट अदर्स? So what is that I should be doing? भैया देखो, वन नंबर बोला कि if it is getting divided by 136, then the remainder is 36. And I say that we are free to take any quotient. I'm going to take 1 as a quotient. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Quotient can be any natural number. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so forth and so on. So what if I take this number as 1? So number becomes what? Number becomes 136 into 1 plus 36. So this number is 136 plus 36. So 6 and 6, 12, 1, 3, 3. this number is 172. And what is that we have to do? We have to, as per the problem, 172, if it is divided by 17, what is going to be the remainder? Now you see the answer is 2. That is also you can do. So ये जो algebra word problem type के questions आते हैं, आप इन सब में अगर आपने quotient 1 लेके रखा है, your problem is simplified. You don't have to even apply any other concept. So now probably you should also be understanding why am I taking 1 as an answer. क्योंकि quotient can be any number. It has to be a natural number. So I have taken the smallest natural number, which is 1. नहीं, कमेंट स्लो नहीं आ रहे हैं, बाकी सारे बच्चों के आ चुके हैं ये. सईदा, रोहन, दिव्या, सुरेश, किरण, प्रणेश, नेहा, so all of you are getting the answers. But did you understand this concept that I'm talking about? If you understand this, go and solve this problem by using the shortcut that we just talked about. What is the answer in this problem? What is the answer, people? A certain number when divided by 899 gives a remainder 63. What is the remainder when the same number is divided by 29? So way too simple problem for you to solve. Number when divided by 899 gives remainder 63. What is the answer? Slow mode है, थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे lag है. There is a lag of some 30-40 seconds. So by the time I ask questions from you and then you answer, there is a lag. A number divided by 899. 899 से किसी number को हमने divide किया. Then problem tells you that your remainder is 63. So what is the quotient that you can take? As I said that my method number 1, if I take Q as an answer, so number becomes 899 Q plus 63. And then problem is asking me to divide this number by 29. So I have to find out whether 29 can divide 899 completely or not. So almost everybody is getting the right answer. Option number D or A. Rohan D, Divya D, Suhani 5. So either D or A. Abhishek, Aradhana, Pranesh, Kiran, almost everybody, Achal, Sushila, Kamal, you're all getting 5 as an answer. So what did I say? 899 is a multiple of 29. 29 divided by 899. Let us do it 3 times, which is 87, 9, which is 129. It is gone. So 899 is a multiple, and hence we will not be having any remainder from here. So this will give you 0 as a remainder. How about this? When you divide 63 by 29, it will give you 5 as the remainder. What is going to be your final answer? It is going to be 5. Your final answer is going to be 5. Is this okay? Saida and everybody else, you guys are getting the right answer. But what could you have done? Did you solve with method number 1, or you tried to solve this problem by using this method? What can be this method? And I say that, okay, number is getting divided by 899. My quotient is 1 and my remainder is 63. So obviously my number is going to be 899 into 1 plus 63, which is what? 899 plus 63, which is going to be nothing but 962. That is my number. And as per the problem, if I divide 899, if I divide 962 by 63, so 1, did I do it correctly? What is that? 962. What is the remainder out here? 63. So 962 is getting divided further by 29. Okay, it has to be divided by 29. 962 divided by 29. So 3 times 87 and then 92 and then further 3 times 87. 5 is going to be the answer. You get 5 from both of the method. Pranesh, you can do that. You have to develop an understanding. What Pranesh is trying to say out here कि सर आप जो इतनी बातें कर रहे हो ना, आप क्या ये शॉर्टकट यूज कर सकते हो क्या कि आप बाकी कहानी छोड़ दो, 63 को ही 29 से डिवाइड कर दो? कैन यू डू दैट? मैं ये कह रहा हूं कि if 899 is a multiple of 29, whatever you're saying is right, but sometimes algebra word problem might be given in such a way that you might get one remainder from here also. So I'm not very sure. So 5 is going to be the answer. Is this okay? Now go ahead and solve this problem, the last problem of the day. What is the answer of this problem? कह रहा है कि क्या कह रहा है ये अभिषेक कि स्लो मोशन बंद करवाइए. मेरे को लगता है ये कि ना कोऑर्डिनेटर ने किया होगा, उसको पता होगा कि तुम सारे कमेंट का बम्बार्डमेंट कर दोगे. स्लो मोड बंद करवाइए, धाड़ धाड़ कमेंट करना है. डोप जी से मिलो तुम पहले. The numbers 2272, 875 are divided by a 3-digit number given the same remainder. What is going to be sum of digits of n? That's a very good problem to solve. 2272, 875 divided by, so what is that I'm going to do? N, if it is dividing 2272 are divided by a 3-digit, 2272, it is divided by a 3-digit number, then my remainder is same. In this case, मान लो इसको Q1 ले लो, and if 875 is getting divided by this 3-digit number, my quotient will obviously be different, but as per the problem, my remainder is going to be the same. So can I say that 2272 is going to be n Q1 plus R and 875 is going to be n Q2 plus R. Both of these two numbers, as per the condition given in the problem, these two are the same. क्या ये बात आपको समझ में आई? और अगर ऐसा है तो प्रॉब्लम आपसे क्या पूछा जा रहा है? Given the same remainder, the sum of the digits of n. So what is that I'm trying to say? You subtract 875, you subtract 875 from 2292. अगर आपने ये subtract किया तो over here this is going to be what? 0, and this is going to be what? nq1 minus nq2. And then over here you're gonna have what? 12 minus 5, this is 7, 6, this is 9, and then this is going to be what? 21, 8, this is 13, 1397, and further what you can do? N into Q1 minus Q2. Understand this, Q1 and Q2, both of them are quotient that you're getting, and all that I can tell you as of now is this is going to be, n is a 3-digit number, n is a 3-digit number into another number. What is Q1 minus Q2? Another number, another number. What is that another number? I don't know, but as per the problem I'm sure that n is a 3-digit number. अब मेरे पास कहानी बचती क्या? 1397. अब मैं 1397 को ऐसे ब्रेक कर दूँ ना कि ये प्रोडक्ट आ जाए a 3-digit number into some certain number, right? So now, since I have not, you need to watch the divisibility rule videos to understand the divisibility rule of 11. What is the divisibility rule of 11, people? Sum of digits at odd places minus sum of digits at even places. So if I check 1397, is it going to be divisible multiple of 11? Yes, it is. 3 plus 7 plus 3, 10, 9 plus 1, 10. So sum of digits at even places 10, sum of digits at odd places 10. This number certainly is going to be divisible by 11. If you divide this number by 11, what is that you're going to get? This is 292, 2277. So this number is going to be 11 into 127. Do you understand this? And now what did I say? N into Q1 minus Q2, and the number will have to be a 3-digit number. You need to find out on your own as of now whether 127 is a prime number or not. If 127 is a prime number, this cannot be factored any further. इससे ज़्यादा तो ये हो नहीं सकता. और 127 is a prime number. करके आप देख लो, आप प्राइम नंबर से डिवाइड करना. कौन से प्राइम नंबर से डिवाइड करोगे? 127. How do we find out whether a given number is prime or not? It's a very simple technique behind that. Say I have to prove whether 127 is a prime number or not. So what is that I'm going to do? 127 के just नीचे का perfect square number कौन सा हुआ? 121, right? 121 is a perfect square number which is just less than that of 127. And what is square? And this number is square of 11. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to write down all the prime numbers that are less than 11, and I would check whether 127 is divisible by any of these numbers. If 127 is going to be divisible by any of these numbers, it is not a prime number. Otherwise it is a prime number. देखो 2 से डिवाइड करो नहीं होगा, 3 से करोगे नहीं होगा, 5 से करोगे नहीं होगा, 7 से करोगे नहीं होगा. यानी 127 is a prime number that cannot be factored any further. So your 3-digit number is 127. Your 3-digit number is 127. And the problem is not asking you to find out the number, rather the problem is asking you to find out what is going to be sum of the digits. In 127 is संख्या के अंकों का योग. That is what they are asking you. And that's going to be what? 7 plus 2 plus 1. 7 plus 2 plus 1 comes out as 10. Is that okay? हाँ, अगर आपको ये समझ में नहीं आया थोड़ा सा भी इस प्रॉब्लम पे, सो व्हाट डिड आई से, देखो प्रॉब्लम्स ना कनेक्टेड होते हैं. अब एक कॉन्सेप्ट आपने यूज किया, दूसरा है डिविजिबिलिटी रूल, वो थोड़ा सा यूज हो जाएगा. डिविजिबिलिटी रूल के साथ में किसी और कॉन्सेप्ट के साथ में प्रॉब्लम तो अच्छा वही हो गया जहां पे 2-3 कॉन्सेप्ट हमारा चेक कर लिया जाए. सो दिस इज व्हाट इट इज. आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस. Go in the comment section and let me know that you have understood this. Go in the comment box and let me know if you have understood. And how was today's class? Give me the feedback. How is the class? I want a feedback. How is this class going? Are they better than the online classes that we are running, or are they better than offline classes that we run? How is it? Achal, it was great. So somebody who has been new to my student community, I mean you have not been my student before, please leave a very nice comment. और जाने के पहले सारे लोग इस वीडियो को पहले लाइक करो. लाइक क्यों कम है? ये टेक्निक मेरे को एनालिटिक्स वाले ने बताई थी. ये पहले लाइक करो सारे वीडियो को सारे लोग. हाँ, ऑफलाइन में कमेंट होता है ना भैया, तुम्हारे को ऑफलाइन अच्छा लगेगा, तुम्हारे को तो ऐसे ही है. बट आई ट्राई टू से यार कि ऑनलाइन क्लासेस भी ज़्यादा बोरिंग ना जाए. ऑनलाइन क्लासेस थोड़ी अच्छी जानी चाहिए, अदरवाइज बच्चे बोर हो जाते हैं. और ऊपर से सी सेट हो तो बच्चे बोर होकर भग जाते हैं, राइट? ये वीडियो लाइक नहीं किया, ये कंजूस लोग हैं, ये पता है. सारे भग जाएंगे, वीडियो लाइक नहीं कर रही है। अच्छा जी, सुशीला थैंक यू सो मच बच्चा, थैंक यू सो मच, यू आर वेलकम टू दिस कम्युनिटी। योगमणि हैज बीन माय स्टूडेंट, नो किसी कोचिंग में, मैं कोचिंग का नाम तो नहीं लूंगा, बट योगमणि हैज बीन माय स्टूडेंट। बाकी तो ऑल राइट। सुरेश भाई साहब काफी दिनों से परेशान थे कि सर आप लिंक दे दो, ये दे दो, वो दे दो, एंड दैट शोज योर zeal, एंड आई वाज रियली वेरी कंसर्न्ड इफ यू गोना अटेंड द क्लासेस और नॉट। रोहन कह रहे वीडियो लाइक करते, बाकी लाइक नहीं करते। ऑल राइट देन, that's what I want people. For me you guys are very special. I want that you become successful. You and I have invested a lot of time together, and I want you to see at some place, and that's my purpose of running these classes and nothing else. आपको क्या लगता है कि सैटरडे संडे को शाम के समय जब वीकेंड पर लोग घूमने जाते हैं, मैं पागलों जैसे इस क्लास में कर क्या रहा हूँ? मैं कर यही रहा हूँ, मैं आपको मैं कुछ ना कुछ आपकी सक्सेस स्टोरी का कुछ पार्ट बनना चाहता हूँ. दैट इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू, राइट? So I'm gonna see you tomorrow, the same time, same place. If you do not, because there are always technical glitches, no? अगर आपको कभी भी ऐसा हो कि आपको वीडियो के लिंक वगैरह नहीं मिल रही है, you should be part of this Telegram group, because we keep announcing the updates in this Telegram group, Amit Kumar Jaiswal. और आपको कुछ भी इशू होगा, I would be letting you know here. I would be sending you practice questions in the PDF format here. 7 to 9, हाँ जी हाँ, यहीं पे होगा. और आपको माता रानी की कसम है, आपको आपके भगवान जी की कसम है, आपको वाहिगुरु जी की कसम है, आपको अल्लाह की कसम है, ये ना सारे के सारे लोगों को तक ये बात पहुंचाओ कि कोई तो फ्री क्लासेस रन हो रही हैं जो इफेक्टिव हैं, जाके उनसे पढ़ाई कर लो, कहाँ इधर उधर आप भाग रहे हो. ठीक है जी? सो आई एम गोइंग टू बी सीइंग यू टुमारो 7 to 9, and our agenda is going to be, we'll be discussing LCM and SCF and the concept of last digit and arithmetical reasoning. So we'll try to see कि ये यहाँ पे सारे के सारे हो जाए. ठीक है जी? Okay then, see you, bye bye and take care. Thank you Aradhana, thank you Abhishek and Muskan, Saida and Divya, Sushila. Thank you so much people. Okay, finish. Take care, bye bye. निशा, अभी क्लास खत्म हो गया तो पकड़ी इसको, पकड़ी नहीं. हाउ डू वी, अब क्या करेंगे इसको? बस हो गया क्लास, बंद अपने आप.